You see this chart? That downward red line is not just a graphic. That was my actual account experience back in 2013. I was trying to be a scalper, day trading the 1 minute, 5 minute charts, and I was addicted to the noise. In 3 months, I blew up my account. I lost 92% of my money, and I believed the low time frame lie, and it cost me almost everything. But that failure forced me to find the truth. And in this video, I'm going to give you the exact truth filter I built from that failure. A simple system that lets you instantly tell the difference between the random chart noise and a real high probability trade. First, I'm just going to give you my complete 3-step TLS veto filter. Then we will unpack the paradox of why your lack of time is actually your biggest advantage. Then we will diagnose why low time frame charts are dopamine charts. Then we will get to the root cause of the signal versus location fallacy. And finally, I will give you the strategy interrogation method to prove that this filter works for yourself. Look, let us not waste any time. Let us get straight to the solution. Most videos would make you wait until the end for this, but I'm not going to do that. The solution to the low time frame lie is not some complex secret. It is a simple 3-question checklist. I call it the TLS veto filter. This is the entire system right here. You see, this is what most of us do. We spot, for example, a perfect 4-hour pin bar. It looks amazing. We jump in, but we do it without checking anything else. Here is how this simple security check works. First is T for trend. This is the chief executive decision. We only look at the daily or weekly chart. That is the market in a clear, obvious uptrend or downtrend? If you have to squint or guess, the answer is no. Second, L is for level. This is the location. Is the price at a major support or resistance level? And that is on the daily chart, not a minor 4-hour line. A big, obvious, cannot miss it turning point is what you are looking for. If it is floating in the middle of nowhere, what I call junk miles, the answer is no. And only if you get yes for trend and yes for level do you even get the permission to look for S, that is the entry signal. This is your 4-hour or 1-hour entry pattern, like a pin bar or inside bar. This filter completely changes your job. You stop being a signal hunter and you become a location inspector. So now your brain would work like this. Okay, there is that 4-hour pin bar. But wait, let us check our filter. Daily trend, yes, it is up. Daily level, no, it is in the middle of nowhere, junk miles. Vetoed. I am not taking the trade. And here's the crucial part. This is not just a guideline. It is a non-negotiable law. If the trend is yes, but the level is no, the trade should be vetoed. If the level is yes, but the trend is no, the trade is vetoed. If you have a beautiful 4-hour entry signal, but the trend and the level are no, it is a trap, and the trade is vetoed. This is the TLS veto filter. You must have 3 yeses to even think about risking money. This simple checklist is the first step to becoming a consistent trader because it automates your decisions and filters out 90% of the noise. That is, trades that are actually killing your account. But here's the catch. That filter is just a tool. It is useless if you do not have the mindset of a professional, especially when your lack of time is making you feel rushed. That is the paradox we need to solve. And we are going to cover that mindset right after this. Because that filter shows you what to stop. But what if the real reason you are taking those trades is a personal blind spot? Instead of just guessing, I built a new way to find out. It is my free 3-minute diagnostic quiz. It is not another strategy. It is a tool to reveal the specific personal flaw in your current process. Click the link in the description right now to find out if the real reason you are losing is the one that you least suspect. Now let us build that mindset. Did you know that your lack of time for trading is actually your greatest advantage? You are probably staring at 1-hour charts because you think you need to be fast to save time. But that is like trying to save money by playing a slot machine 60 times an hour. The paradox? More signals forces more screen time and more stress. And we have all been there.
Right, my lunch break is over in 10 minutes. I have to find a trade now or I will miss out.
I learned this the hard way. Even after I stopped blowing up my account, I was still chained to the charts. I had my banking job and I would be trying to check charts on my phone during my lunch break, getting stressed and feeling that fear of missing out. So in 2017, I made a change. I moved to an end-of-day strategy. That is, I banned myself from looking at charts during the day. I would do all my analysis once in the morning for 30 minutes. I would set my pending orders, my entry, my stop loss, and my take profit, and then I would shut the laptop and go to work. Honestly, at first it was terrifying because I felt like I was missing out. But a funny thing happened. My stress vanished and my results, they actually got better. But why? Because I was not there to sabotage my own trades. I could not panic close a winning trade, or I could not widen a stop loss on a losing trade. I was forced to be disciplined. Your new mindset after this should sound something like this. Okay, it is 6 in the morning. I have done my 30 minutes of analysis. My orders are set. Now I close the laptop and I go to my job. My plan is working for me. This is the truth of professional part-time trading. Your job is the perfect excuse to be disciplined. This is what I call the 30-minute execution filter. Number 1, analyze. You can run your TLS filter in one 30-minute block. Number 2, set. You place your pending orders for the day. Number 3, forget. You shut the laptop and let your trading plan work. This system forces you to adopt the real goal of a professional trader, what I call profitable boredom. If you are excited while trading, you are gambling. If you are bored, it means your filter is working and you are trading like a professional. You are not a gambler. You are a patient sniper and you are letting your job protect you from self-sabotage. Embracing this profitable boredom is the only way to break the addiction to what I call the dopamine chart. You have to understand what your low time frame charts, like the 4-hour chart, really are. Here's the thing. It is designed to make you fail. Your 4-hour chart or your 1-hour chart, it is not a trading tool. It is a dopamine chart. It is a slot machine designed to do one thing, give you a hit of excitement and action. That is why you cannot look away. It is that little voice that says,
I'll just have one more look at the chart. Oh, a big candle. This is exciting. I feel like something is happening.
Think about it. Every new candle feels like a spin. Every little pattern looks like a win. And it feels productive to be staring at it. But you are just high-frequency gambling. That pain in your stomach that you feel when you are watching a trade, that is the addiction. You are addicted to the noise. And here's the problem. The 4-hour chart and anything below are just like an hourly weather report. It is telling you if it is raining or sunny right now. But that is useless if your GPS, the daily chart time frame, is telling you you are on the wrong highway, going in the wrong direction. The filter rewires your brain to think like this. This 4-hour chart is just noise. It is a distraction. Let me check the daily chart to see the real information, the GPS, before I do anything. So here's the truth that you need to accept. Your 1-hour or 4-hour charts by themselves provide noise, not information. It is the dopamine chart that keeps you gambling. But the daily chart provides the real information, the context, the trend, the major levels. The TLS Veto filter is not just a trading plan. It is your detox program in trading. It is a simple mechanical rule that forces you to separate the information from the noise, breaking your addiction to action and ending the confusion. This dopamine chart works by exploiting a core logical error that almost every struggling trader makes. And this error is so subtle, you probably do not even know you are making it. I call it the signal versus location fallacy. You are failing because you are busy hunting for entry signals when the professionals are only hunting for locations. This is the classic mistake.
A pin bar. It is a pin bar. That is my entry signal. I am buying.
I fell for this hard. In 2017, I loved pin bars. I thought they were magic. I would see a 4-hour pin bar anywhere on the chart, get that dopamine hit, and jump right in. But they kept failing. I would get stopped out for a small loss, and then the market would turn. It was infuriating. But later, I realized my mistake. I was trading pin bars from minor, poorly defined levels, or even worse, in the middle of nowhere, what I called junk biles. They were false signals. A pin bar in the middle of a chart is not a signal. It is a trap. And this is not a new idea. Honestly, it doesn't matter if this wisdom came from me or from a trading legend like Jesse Livermore 100 years ago. A powerful principle is a powerful principle. And the principle is this. Jesse didn't trade every wiggle on the chart. He traded at pivotal points, the major levels, along the line of least resistance. That is the major trend. He was trading locations, not just noise. The professional trader thinks like this. There is a pin bar. Okay, now where is it? It's right at the major daily support level, and it is with the main trend. Now it is an A+ trade. This lesson is what built the L, the level in my TLS filter. And here's the truth. A signal like a pin bar is worthless if it is not at a major location, like a daily support or resistance level. You must adopt what I call the major level mandate. Number 1, open your daily chart. Number 2, draw only the 4 to 5 most obvious turning points for the price from the last 6 to 12 months. Number 3, if your lower time frame signal does not form at one of these major daily levels, it should be invisible to you and you should skip it. You do not trade it, period. This one rule automates the signal versus location fallacy and pulls it right out of your trading. So now you have the TLS filter and you have the patient sniper mindset to use it. But do not trust me. Prove it to yourself. And here's your final step. You have probably been burnt by gurus before. The only way to kill your skepticism and trade with real confidence is to prove this truth to yourself with your own data. So I'm going to give you my strategy interrogation method. This is your homework. And it will change your trading forever. First, open a chart of your favorite market and go back 4 years. Run test number 1, the noise test. Go bar by bar on the 4-hour chart or that time frame that you prefer and log every single pin bar or entry signal that you would have taken based on your old way of trading. Log at least 30 trades and be honest. Now, run test number 2, the filter test. Do the exact same thing again, but this time you are allowed to log a trade only if it gets 3 yeses from the TLS veto filter. And I promise you 2 things. The noise test will be fast and frustrating, and it will likely be a break-even or a losing strategy. The filter test will be profitably boring. You will wait a long time between your entry signals, but your win rate and your profitability will be in a totally different universe in comparison. And you do not need to trust me. You just need to trust your own data. The strategy interrogation method is your tool to be able to do that. Here is how it's broken down. Number 1, run the noise test on all your lower time frame signals. Then number 2, run the filter test, trading only the TLS signals. Then number 3, compare the final profit and loss of those 2 tests. And that difference in profit, and that is the exact final price you are currently paying for believing the low time frame lie. When you see the difference with your own eyes, the red line versus the green line, you will never be tempted to chase another noise trade on the dopamine chart again. You will have the data-driven confidence to wait for A+ setups, and that will end your confusion for good. So now you have the 3-part TLS filter, which is the what. But the real secret is the how. A simple way to find the T, the trend, and the L, the level, without getting confused by a dozen indicators. So check out this next video where I give you the exact step-by-step process that I use to find the trend and draw my levels in under 5 minutes. See you in that video.